I looked around, big dick swinging. I threw a fireball. I immediately got turned into a popsicle. I'm a little traumatized.
You know, Steph would say something along the lines of, you know, you see a little dick and then suddenly you're homophobic.
That was not a little dick. That was the entire length, just rammed right up in there.
Boy, did I hit record way too soon on this video.
That's what cropping's for. You got it.
Oh, man.
But yes, now I have absorb elements, so I most definitely won't be one shot by a single breath attack anymore. Maybe two shot.
Well, I'll hit you 3 times just to make sure.
Please no.
Let's see if everyone's here. Alright, let's cover a few things on the combat tracker first, just so you know what they are and how they make absolutely no difference to you.
Awesome.
You're going to see a bunch of GMW actions. I am trying to spice up our videos that I upload to YouTube, and unfortunately, the only way that I can communicate outside of Fantasy Grounds with Fantasy Grounds data is by the combat tracker. So, in order to show what actions you have available on your character sheet and so forth, I'm having to add effects. Otherwise, you get into characters like Vila who have both daggers, and you know they got 6 action tabs, and it's just really difficult to sort through them. But in the end, the majority of them will be hidden. But if you see one, they are just comment only effects.
Yeah, I got a question.
What's up, my dude?
Did I just randomly trip over a +1 longbow at some point between the end of the last session and the start of this one? Because I don't remember that being on my sheet before.
You don't remember your longbow?
Yeah, you've had that forever, man.
Yeah, I pulled up your sheet today to see what you had, and it said +1, so.
Yeah, I was surprised you weren't using it, you know.
Are you okay, Poppy?
Apparently not.
Especially when we had that dragon flying around. It was only
Yeah, that was a real bitch.
There's also a longbow +1 in the party sheet. And a longsword +1.
Yeah, we've got multiple.
Leather armor +1.
So, Wog, you should totally grab that bow. Or, well, actually, maybe you should hold off and get a crossbow instead. You ain't got great dexterity.
Now that I got Moonbeam, I mean...
That is true. You could use that as a ranged attack.
Maybe I should take the longbow.
I gotta say, you could get some lights going with all that gas in the area.
Say, Poppy, you could take 2 longbows and dual wield them.
Imagine. Maybe if I have a character with 4 arms.
I'm sure that's out there.
Actually, can't you do that with like an astral monk?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's actually some characters that can do that.
That would be cool.
I bet that fucking troll could do it, the one who mullocked me.
A little bit.
I'm not better. I'm not.
So now that we've taken the dragon out, I guess it's the mayor's race next, right?
About that. I'll let Winter fill you in on what happened there.
You're gonna have enough politics in this adventure to not worry about running for mayor.
You will all learn why I drink.
Thank God the Good Morning did not win.
I love Good Morning, but it would just be like, I remember the speed dating night and what that turned into, and it would just be that all over Waterdeep all the time.
Yes, you did manage to, with the help of the giants, convince the dragon to leave, and needless to say, he was not happy about it, but, you know, he really didn't want to get his ass kicked by a group of giants either. And afterwards, you know, the giant Blagathus was, you know, he had an ulterior motive for helping the cult. And, you know, he wanted to see the dragons come up so, you know, the giants could go out and smash the dragons.
I wanted
And, yeah, and where we left, you were in a flying castle with a shitload of gold.
I'm still sore about that. He wants to destroy the dragons by helping them become a threat.
Well, you gotta bring them out in the open.
So yeah, so we've got a shitload of gold. Start digging, boys.
Maybe we should buy a bag of holding.
The question is, what are you going to do with A, the castle, and B, the gold?
Well, I mean,
We're gonna sell the castle, right?
It's Blagathus Castle, isn't it? I don't think he's gonna let us have it.
Yeah, we're gonna sell it. Put it up for real estate.
I say we keep it if he'll let us.
It'll melt.
Or
we gotta
rent
sell
it
it
out.
before it melts.
I would just ask for like a ride back to Waterdeep, but I mean,
yeah, it really, that's probably your best bet is to see if he'll take you to Waterdeep, and you know, you can send out a messenger ahead to your contact at the Harper's Leosin and see, you know, hey, who wants to come take possession of this gold? Because you know the city government's going to want it.
yes, so you all need to take what you want from this pile right now. I mean it. All the magic items, just leave them like the crap. Like 30,000 copper pieces. Yeah, totally. This was their entire hoard.
So where is this list? I mean, it's not in the party sheet, is
It's
it?
the party sheet, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's all the crap that was in there. So
Yeah,
I don't see
already-
any money values. I don't see any money value.
Yeah,
No?
no, everything that's in the party sheet has been in the party sheet, I believe.
There's no gold in the party sheet. I'm pretty sure this dragon horde has gold in it. So,
well, yeah, you all are not going to get to take, hold on, let me reload
Says who?
that. Me!
Oh, I thought we were going to teach the ogres to make wagon wheels and carts.
give haircuts.
Yeah. And that's their thing, right?
I have been mugged. That's my gold, man. I will shank a masked lord. Watch me.
I mean, it looks like
why would the giant take us to Waterdeep only to give gold out of his giant castle to Waterdeep?
Well, it's not his gold, and we helped him clean out the cult from his castle.
Well, it's his gold because it's in his castle.
Well,
he has a better hold of it than we do. Why would he allow us to just give it over there? Why are we assuming that the Mass Lords are getting a cut of this.
Like, that's my point. Like, you think I'm giving this shit up? I will shank Blagathus and the Mass
It's-
Lords. This is mine.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
he can try to take it from the giant. I'm not helping him, but like,
Okay,
I
let me
don't even see
get
where
this
we went
straight.
to
Let me
Waterdeep,
get
right?
this straight. You don't want to take the gold to the Masked Lords, but at the same time, you don't want to take it from the giant. You just want to give it to him.
No, I'm saying, why are we talking about the Mass Lords? The giant is not going to let us take it to the Mass.
That's a bold assumption. Let's ask him.
So you're saying we should kill the giant?
Why don't we ask him instead
Well,
of jumping straight to
if
murder?
we're doing anything else, killing the giant would be the best step. Anything else,
No!
or leaving. That's
We're
it.
not-
Those are our only two
Okay.
options.
We're talking to him. My God, what's wrong with you people?
Why would we ask him to take his gold to Waterdeep? I don't
It's
understand
not
this
his
train of
gold.
logic. It's not our gold.
Yes,
It's in his castle.
it's not
Why-
his gold.
If he
Okay.
doesn't take it to Waterdeep, we can't give it to the Masked Lords. Like, why? How is this? Am I the only one that's thinking this is weird?
You're insane. It's not his gold. He took it from all across the Sword Coast. If he keeps it, then they will come after him.
I
Okay.
think he
I don't-
probably views it as his gold. It's in
Yeah,
his
I
house.
don't like really. Am I really like? Is this? This seems like grade 1 sort of stuff. Like, this is my
No,
things. I'm
I
not
hear
letting
you,
you
man.
take it somewhere else.
I hear you.
Not his stuff, though.
Okay,
Says
but
who?
I don't think he gives a shit.
He's gonna say it is his gold. Who
He's a
is going to
giant.
say
He's
it's
not going to be like, oh, you guys are right. This technically, this huge pile of money. I
And why
shouldn't
would
keep
he
this."
take us there
gonna be like-
to give it to them? Like, none of that
He's
train
a
of thought
cloud
makes
giant.
sense.
He's a cloud giant,
Okay,
right?
let me get this straight. We followed these cultists all across the Sword Coast, following this big pile of money, and you all want to do what with it? Just
No, we're
Like
not
in the
saying we
giant's
want to.
possession?
We're saying
well,
saying
we're going to kill the giant.
the
no.
giant may
and
not
Nobody
want
said
to give
anything
up
about
the
killing
gold.
the
Big
giant
sack
yet.
out.
Actually,
We're
we've
gonna
got
kill
like
the
30
giant.
people
What's the
wanting to
alignment of a
murder
cloud
the
giant?
giant.
Yeah.
Why
What's
don't-
the cloud giant's alignment?
All right,
No,
let's go talk
no,
to the cloud
no.
giant. Let's just all go talk to the
Okay.
cloud giant and
That
see
is
what
I
he
said
thinks
in
we
the
should do
first
with the gold.
place.
Yeah. So we'll kill the cloud giant. skin him,
No.
Why?
make a
Why do you want to?
giant-sized
Why do you want to
sack,
kill
and
it?
put all the?
And
Yeah, we
if
have
we
to
kill
make
the
a.
cloud giant, we
make
don't
a
have to give the
giant-sized
gold to
sack.
anybody. We can just
Yeah.
keep the
So
castle.
we'll use the giant hide to
Holy
make a
fucking
big
shit!
stack for the
We are
gold,
not murdering the giant. He
and
was.
then we'll make
Yeah,
little
I-
leashes. for
I
the
am
ogre.
No,
against-
we're just robbing
and
him of
they'll-
all of his gold,
It's
and
not
he's
his
just going to
gold.
murdering the
taxi us
giant.
there to the city in order to allow us to
Yeah.
give it to the Masked Lords.
Yeah,
It
so
is
after
not
we
his
kill the-
gold. That
after
gold
we-
was stolen by the
Hey,
cult
if we-
all across
we
the Sword
turn-
Coast. They piled
turn
it
the-
here. If he keeps
Okay,
that gold,
let's
he
ignore
will be stealing
whose gold
from
it
the
is.
Sword
Is
Coast.
he? You think he's going to to traffic this gold to Waterdeep?
He's going to do it if he
your
doesn't
opinion
want to
of it.
be hunted for the entirety of his life by the entire Sword Coast.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what
I don't
Kyle
think
wants
he
to do.
gives a
He
shit
wants
about
us to
that.
go talk to him and get him to bring his gold to Waterdeep.
It's
So-
not
Well-
his gold.
Do we
well, we
want to
talked
vote
to
for
him.
that?
We got him to attack
So-
a dragon. So
So
I mean,
he'll
He's
be.
very
he's a reasonable
explicitly
guy.
not the giant's
Which is
gold.
something he wanted us to do, is fight the dragon. He didn't say he wants us to give his gold away.
Well,
It's not his gold.
It
yeah,
doesn't
I'll
matter
bet-
whose gold it is. It's in
I'll
his
bet he
castle.
thinks it is. I'll bet
The
he
It's
thinks
whole
in his
reason-
castle. It's his gold until we get it out
Oh
of his
my
castle.
god, the whole reason we followed these fuckers across the entirety of the Sword Coast is so we could get this treasure. It
Okay,
doesn't matter.
how
if
do
he
you
thinks
want to
it's
get the
his
gold out? How do you
We're
want to get the
gonna
gold out?
ask him to
Well-
let us take the gold. If he doesn't take it, I'm gonna
okay.
make it very clear that somebody else will come and take it, and he'll be an enemy of the entire fucking Sword Coast the rest of his life.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I don't
Callie.
understand why he cares, though.
Were you trying to steal the gold or?
He wants
No.
to intimidate the giant into handing over his gold to
No.
Waterdeep.
I'm
He
going
doesn't
to
even have to
ask him
take us to
politely.
Waterdeep, but the part of the plan is him bringing us to Waterdeep and giving his gold, which is the craziest thing I've heard.
I want to obtain the gold from the giants. That will be done by asking him to return us and it to Waterdeep, because it's not his gold. It was stolen by the cult.
Okay, I'm
I'm
with you.
for
I'm with
any
you to that
plan
point.
that's
Let
I'm with
me
you to that point.
fucking finish. If he tries to keep the gold, that will make him an enemy of the Lord's Alliance, who had this money stolen from them.
And you think he
Doesn't
cares,
want
though?
that.
Like,
He's a
really?
single
He doesn't?
giant.
So would like
We're
a
assuming a
dog
lot for a
made-
guy who nearly killed you the other day.
Yeah. So would like the one giant be enough for all the gold
Like,
for a giant sack?
Why wouldn't
or
he
would we
just
need to
kill you
the
again
other
and keep
giants?
the gold? Like, I don't
Giants.
understand. Like, he'll just attack us.
You think there's one of us? We're 5 fuckers out of an entire Lord's Alliance of adventurers and soldiers. He could kill all 5 of us. It wouldn't matter.
You
Somebody
know
would
what?
come
I
along
actually
and
want to
cut
see
him
how this
off.
plays out. I want to see how this plays out.
It would be completely stupid.
Let's
It
let
would be
Colic
like,
by himself go and
let's say-
intimidate the giant.
let's say a tax man comes to your door. He's trying to collect your taxes. You fucking shank his ass. That's my money. Guess what? Behind him, there's an entire fucking government with guns who are coming to get their cash.
And if I was a giant mage who lived in a flying castle, why would I care about any of that?
Because they'll kill you.
He floats away.
They can fly after
He
them.
flies away. They're not chasing him across the world.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm pretty
they
sure
are.
there aren't giant.
No, they're
cases.
not. They have one city. They handle things in their city. They're not the world police.
One city. The Lord's Alliance is the entire Sword Coast. There's multiple cities and nation states a part of it.
All right,
Uh-huh.
I'm done.
Pretty
You do what you
sure
want.
I'm pretty sure they don't tax giants.
Oh, okay.
You do what you want, but I'm not helping you in any way in this.
The Giants' alignment is neutral evil.
Figures.
But he's afraid of the World Alliance or the Lord's Alliance guys. Careful. All we have to do is say their name, and he will do anything we tell him, including flying his flying fortress that we are stuck in, and we're the only ones that know about it. And we're stuck here with him and his army of
We're
ogres.
not the only ones who know about it.
They're the only ones that know. Who else does? Who else knows that this gold is up in here?
I've been
Besides
sending
us.
back correspondence every time we've stopped. About
We
our
kind of
progress.
talked
We
about it
haven't
a
stopped
lot.
after we left this place, though. We've been here one time. We haven't left
Making
yet.
an awful lot of assumptions about what I've been doing.
I thought we talked to the wizard people about it.
Okay.
Question: how and who would you have sent?
Exactly. Like
anything
this
to
is
from up here.
all the this is like I mean there's a lot of D&D games I've played and there's been some fucking ideas. But I have no idea how this wants to work, so I want to let him try. I think he should try.
Why did
And let's
we
see how
come
it plays
here?
out.
Why did we come here? Why did we come after this treasure if we're just gonna like okay, the giant's not gonna give it up?
I have to be
Why-
honest.
why
I
are
don't
we-
remember anymore.
Look, the only thing
okay.
Why are we
convincing
fucking
him to
here?
Waterdeep to give
Why
this
are we
gold over
fucking
is
here?
the only thing that makes no sense.
Why are we
Anything else
here?
we do besides that
Hey,
would make
can we
sense.
take 5 to let the DM speak, please?
You know what? He's right though. Getting him to take us to Waterdeep is stupid. We should just murder him immediately instead of talking to him.
Yes, that would make sense to me.
Yep,
and then
I
go
agree.
to Waterdeep after.
Let's just fucking kill him, all his
Wow.
buddies, take the
Usually the
gold,
quiet kid yelling gets people to shut up.
Oh my God.
and then
Too
we'll
funny.
take back Waterdeep like
I
heroes.
can't believe it took 15 minutes to convince him that flying
Okay.
this thing.
Are we going to? Let's start with step 1. Are you going to ask the giant to fly you to Waterdeep?
We're gonna go talk to the giant because just murdering him out of the blue is stupid.
That I agree with.
So you
I
think
think
an
we
ambush
should
would be better?
We should explain the situation to the giant, and then if he disagrees and refuses to return the gold, yada yada, then we murder him.
Yes.
We won't be able to make a sack out of his body if we let him live, right?
We're
Well,
not
no,
gonna make a
but-
sack out of the giant's body. It would
Yeah,
be
he's
make
mad.
going to make a sack out of the ball sack.
Well, no, that'd be a change purse. Although if you rub it long enough, it'd probably turn into a backpack.
You can make a coat that turns into a vest when it's cold.
Yeah, this is true.
I thought I was the neutral evil member of the party. Holy shit.
Oh, we're just spitballing here.
Okay, let's go talk to the giant then.
So, being neutral evil, you're all thinking about killing the giant. Maybe the giant's thinking about killing you all and saying,
I
"Hey,
haven't said
never
anything
sold the
about
gold."
killing the giant yet.
Dude,
Yeah,
he's a lovable taxi driver. It'll be fine. It's no problem.
You were probably thinking it.
So, anyway, after the giants defeat, you know, scare off the dragon and so forth. They begin the roundup of all the cult members and so forth that are, you know, still loyal and whatnot, and round them up and, you know, stick them in the guards' quarters as a temporary holding facility. And, you know, Blagath is, overall, he's kind of happy that, you know, he didn't really care for, you know, the cult all that much, you know. They stood for everything he despised, but, you know, he's got this little twisted plan of, you know, helping unite the giants. And, you know, he sees you all approaching, and he's like, yes, it's been a busy day. And, you know, he's shouting to orders, and what are you all doing?
I'm
Go
hiding
on,
all the
go on, stab
I'm
him.
waiting.
I'm hiding all the sharp objects from Kalik and Ektar.
Oh no, I'm the one arguing against stabbing him.
Yeah, hide the sharp objects from Wong.
No, I don't. I'm not worried about you stabbing the giant. I'm just worried about you stabbing each other.
I don't need a knife for that. Okay, we'll approach the giant and I'll speak to him. Hey, these cultists have been gathering up all this treasure from across the Sword Coast. We would like to return it to its previous owners.
Yes, I'm aware that they have been stealing the treasure. You know, that was part of the plan. That's part of the reason they needed me to, was, you know, to move it. I'm very much aware of that there, Captain Obvious.
Yes, well,
Yeah,
I would like you to move the treasure to, you know, the Sword Coast, back to the city of Waterdeep, so we can return it.
To return it to who? The Masked Lords?
And everybody else that was stolen from, yes.
And how do you know how much got stolen from what village and whatnot?
I don't have that information. They would. I'm just an agent. My purpose was to track down the gold and reobtain it, which is what I'm trying to do now.
Oh, I'm so tempted to go into Monty Python government rant.
That's okay. We've all heard it.
Yeah, help me, I'm being repressed. So anyway, uh, you're being nice about this, correct?
Yes, I'm being polite, which is
Uh,
what we started with.
so let's try some persuasion rolls.
No,
Of course.
inspiration. I did
Let's
not
see.
come like 100+ fucking miles just so I could fail at the doorstep.
It doesn't look very persuasive.
I love it. Okay. You know, you talk about these poor, desperate families and so forth, and you can see that you're starting to affect the giant a little bit. You know, he's thinking about it.
Additionally, I would like to point out that trying to keep this gold for yourself would make you an enemy of everyone it's been stolen from. Presumably, you want to keep your own peace, yeah?
I don't think he cares. I really don't think we should be bringing that up.
Hey, look, you offer bread with one hand and a knife in the other.
Oh, you know, I have lived for so long that what's a few more hundred enemies? I don't care about that.
Sir Blagathus, we found you here. It wasn't hard. We're nice guys. We were just here for the gold. We're not a strike force or a team of assassins. We just are here to return the gold to the people it was stolen from.
He just starts belly laughing when you say assassins. He's like, son, I've seen you in action.
Okay, Blagathus, if that's the case, then why didn't you get rid of these cultists by yourself?
He's like, hey, you know what? I've been thinking about this current situation that I find myself in, and I realize that you all threw a monkey wrench into my plans.
Your plans?
Yes,
Giants know what monkey wrenches are.
Blagathus, all you have right now is a castle full of gold. Do you even have any other giant allies other than the two we met earlier?
Are you kidding? I've got a flying castle that's full of gold
We
and
saw all the ogres.
and 3 dead cult leaders.
That was our doing. And the marks we left on them will show that you didn't kill them.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I've been thinking about this, and you know, like you said, if I do keep the gold,
You will be an enemy of both the Sword Coast and the Draconic cult.
Of which, you know, I'm already an enemy of the Draconic cult now because, you know, they're not going to get their gold. And, you know, my overall goal of getting some dragons active to unite the giants have failed. So I find myself going to plan B. And he's like, you know what? I'm taking you all back to Waterdeep.
Okay. You kind of sidestepped the main issue here.
I haven't sidestepped anything, you little worm.
Little worm. Uh-oh.
Are you going to try to keep the gold for yourself?
What? Keep the gold from these poor, desperate individuals? No. You know, the cult approached me with their plans about needing transportation. I thought it was weird that they approached me, but apparently, you know, they needed my castle for security reasons more than you know, it's not like the first messenger or two of theirs I didn't slaughter. But, you know, they approached me, and finally, you know, I had a plan. Hey, let's get them to bring all the gold to my castle, and I will turn tails on the cult leaders, and hey, I will have helped saved everyone's gold. Don't worry, I'll make sure your group gets a little bit of the credit.
I'm happy that you've seen reason. I'd like to keep you as an ally.
Don't we have a paladin in the party?
Oh, we have 2 now.
So we have 2 paladins. They're like, well, he's only neutral evil, but you know, we'll sing, you know, kumbaya, and I guess.
Well, you
Uh,
see what you do.
And the button
I'm just saying we're forming an alliance. Okay, he's doing the correct thing, but he's neutral evil. We're forming an alliance with him, and so.
Hey, he's neutral evil, I'm neutral evil. We both know that it's in our
I'm
best interest.
Thinking we should go to this smiting.
No. If you want to cause problems, Turtle Man, you can get yourself chucked off the side of the castle. His alignment may be neutral evil, but right now he's not actively doing anything evil. He helped us with the cultist, with the dragon, and he said he's going to return the gold. As a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, as long as he is not actively doing anything evil, I'm good.
Look, neutral evil and lawful evil and chaotic evil, they're not like solid colors. They have shades to them. You could be like lightly neutral evil and still be a relatively decent person, just kind of a prick.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, I just was checking. If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. I don't care personally, but
It's
some
for
paladins
the
get
greater
hung up on that
good.
sort of thing. For the greater good, that's right.
Like, it's in his best get in with the cult's biggest opposition right now.
Oh yeah, and she's standing there telling you that it was his plan to infiltrate the cult and so forth, and then rescue all the gold and deal this massive blow to the cult. He's taking some of your spotlight. But
I'm good with it. Let him
yeah,
take it.
because
In fact, I'll fucking help him. We couldn't have done it without him, I will say to the Lord's Alliance.
Which is technically true, because that dragon would have beat the shit out of all of us.
Yes, I am going to sing his praises. I'm going to make that apparent to him, too. I will go to bat for him to get them to sign on to be his allies.
I heard these theories about the dragon, but I wasn't even scratched. So
I don't recall you even swinging your weapon, Wog.
I did moonbeam him.
Moonbeam. Okay, so anyway, it's a day or so travel to Waterdeep, and Blagathus sets you up in one of the company bedrooms. Has got the wall the ice wall that turns into a that disappears, so you can actually. The bedroom was initially a launching point for griffins and flying animals and so forth.
So
But
this wall, it opens up. Could we push somebody through it into the vast abyss of the sky?
oh, absolutely.
Hector, can you join me over here?
I hate to ask who you're planning on pushing.
Stand in front of Poppy to block them.
Well, I was planning on throwing Hector through, but okay.
Wait, why Hector?
Bite.
Because he wouldn't see it coming. So, Kalik, you're able to send out a raven to Leosin to let him and Waterdeep know that, hey, the city's not going to be under attack by this giant flying castle. And, you make arrangements to meet with representatives of the masked lords and so forth a few miles outside of town, just so you don't create
Land
a
castle in the
panic.
middle of the city.
Oh, so anyway, day and a half later, yeah, the castle lands in this field outside of Waterdeep. Blagathus he is dressed up. He's wearing his best looking, I'm gonna kick your ass outfit. He really looks like a badass, even though he is a badass. And the other two giants have joined him in somewhat a formal apparel. And, the castle lands, the drawbridge drops. There's, you know, several masked lords, there's guards, and, you know, half the fucking army is there. And, you know, Blagathus comes strolling out through the portcullis, and he's dragging the 3 dead cult leaders, and he just throws them out of the castle, and he's like, "Don't mind me, boys, just taking out the trash."
I'll walk over there with him and greet the incoming mob of shit. I don't even know what to call it. Army.
Yeah, that might be the best thing to call it. Because, you know, Leosin might trust you and the council trusts them, but nobody trusts a giant in a fucking flying castle.
Yeah, is Leosin still there? Part of this mess?
Yes, he is. You know, he's excited to see the group. You know, oh my God, you all did such a fantastic job.
Actually, Lord Leosin, it was not just our doing. It was Lord Blagathus here. His help was indispensable in dispatching the cult.
Really?
I'll look
I
over.
can't wait to hear that story. And you know, by now they've checked out the bodies that Blagathus threw out. You know, one of the masked lords come in and did a formal greeting to Blagathus, and he replied formally. You know, he's like, you know, I've got a cellar full of gold that I'd like to see returned to the cult's victims. And, you know, he starts weaving this fantasy about infiltrating the cult and how it was his overall plan to steal the gold and return it to the people. And,
Alex just got his best shit-eating look on right now, and he's just nodding along with it. Yes, yes.
and, you know, being a target of the dragon cult might just help him with his overall goal anyway. So, you know, there's a lot going on, but eventually, you know, the Mess Lords take possession of what turned out to be 28,000 gold pieces.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's not. How much money does everybody have right now? I've got 4,700.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
you all as a group have like 5 times more.
What the fuck?
But uh,
Are you kidding me?
it was 500,000 copper, 100,000 silver, 5,000 gold, and 800 platinum, and it all converts out to 28,000 in gold.
All that trouble and it was for chump change.
Yeah, they didn't. I was surprised at that number as well.
I don't know how economies work, but chump change might be relevant depending on the size of individual towns that got raided. Or
Ah.
relative rather.
Oh yeah, I remember the story. There was like this Saudi prince. He traveled across, I don't know, the Middle East or Africa or whatever, and he just bankrupted entire economies by spending how he normally did.
Like, isn't the D&D economy measured in copper pieces?
Probably.
Yeah,
I
it's gotta be.
find it amusing that we're carrying like an equivalent amount of money to this giant treasure pile among the 5 of us.
I think we're each worth a small town right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably.
yeah,
That's not even getting into the magic items.
all total in just gold, you've got 23,000.
Unbelievable.
Wait, all of us combined have 23,000 in gold
Yep.
total.
Probably.
Well, and something's fucked up on my character sheet then, because I've got like 4,000 gold pieces on my own. So I don't know how that
And
happened.
then Bob's
I've got 4,700.
4,000.
20. Oh my god, I am so
Yeah,
outside
come on.
of the realm of math today. Jesus Christ. You should have seen me at work this morning. Oh my god.
You'll be all right.
So, you all are back in Waterdeep, and you know, as you're going through the streets, everything's trying to be covert, and you know, other than the fact that a large military force left town. Thank God they're not returning in your badge, and so most people aren't really aware that you're involved with it. Um, but as you enter the streets of Waterdeep, you see a sight that wasn't there the last time you were in town. And on a lot of street corners, you're starting to see these little push cart coffee bars that are manned by kobolds. And they're selling coffee, and they're quite popular.
Oh no.
There's a reference here that I'm not getting.
That's fucking okay. Like in our Sunday game, there's this bird, right? And he's become a business tycoon, and he's just slowly swallowing Waterdeep in the financial sector.
And long story short, he's pretty much got an underground army of kobolds that he's put to work doing the sewer systems, and he's starting businesses for them.
They are
And,
everywhere.
yeah, and his latest latest effort was kobold coffee bars all over town.
Remember when D&D was just, you go out to the dungeon, you kill the shit, you take their stuff, maybe you build a castle out of the deal, and now they're getting weird.
I mean, we tried that, but we got our asses kicked and had to run away.
But you all are now back in Waterdeep, and Leosin says, you know, he realizes you all have had a really long couple of months. He knows you're tired. There's a lot going on with the cult's raids and so forth. Waterdeep has convened a special council on specifically dealing with the cult of the dragon. And he'll tell you more, but they've got nobles and representatives coming in from like Daggerford and several of the other communities and so forth, and it's a really big deal. And hey, they want you there. So he takes you to this nice hotel, and you know you've got quality rooms. It's right next door to a decent bar. You've got some downtime. You've got cash, and hey, you're back in a major city for the first time in how long?
I think the last time we were in a major city, we got completely shit-faced and talked to that Ramalia chick and one other.
Yeah, so
It was back when we were following the wagon train north.
It was a
yeah.
very long time.
So
Yes.
y'all want to go shopping?
Absolutely, I can finally afford some fucking plate mail.
Yes, we need to buy some stuff. First though, I'm gonna hug it out with Ektar. I'm sorry, bro.
No, I was just confused about the thought process of getting. Like, I can't believe he even did this. It makes
You know
no
what?
sense
It worked.
to me.
It doesn't fucking matter.
I guess. Next, it was, like, I just know when we find a dragon's cave, all I have to do is say, "Hey, that's not yours. You need to bring us and that gold to Waterdeep," and they'll do it.
I think you should offer them a
Like,
joint.
all
If
this
you-
time playing D&D, like 25 years of playing D&D, like, we've always been killing the dragons, but I guess all we have to do is ask, and things are good.
Well, maybe if you offered it like maybe an edible gummy, and then
Yeah.
it'd be like, yeah, man,
We
should
didn't
totally-
have to. We didn't
we
have
should-
to.
Well, I
He
know,
was
but
a
just-
selfish, lawful, evil guy, and he was completely fine. We don't even have to offer them anything. We just have to tell them that the Lord's Alliance will be upset with them, and they're like, "Hey, well, as long as I get credit."
You know what the thing was also that I didn't get a chance to say earlier? It wasn't technically the giant's stolen gold. It was the cultist stolen gold that the giant was holding for them.
I just can't believe the giant would make a difference, like differentiate between that, because it's in his castle and we need him to bring it somewhere. Killing the giant, I could understand. Asking him for a ride was
So before we
surprising.
get derailed by this conversation again, I have an unrelated question. Not that I necessarily think I can afford to do this, but if I wanted to get like +1 plate mail, how much extra would that cost?
To get a +1, if we're still using the usual sane prices, it's like an extra 1,500 for armor, I believe, on top of whatever the price would be. So +1 armor. So I guess a +1 plate mail would be 3,000, right?
I could afford that. I'd be poor again, relatively poor again, but I
Because
can
it's
definitely do
15.
that.
Because it's 15, or sorry, 1,500. Yeah. So it'd be 3,000 for
Yeah,
+1.
I reposted the link in Discord to the sane magic item prices.
You know, I have to be honest, in 5th edition, I don't even know what I would buy. I mean, I'm a wizard. So,
Wizards,
Ma-
basically, you spend on writing
Well-
stuff in your book and getting components, and then once you got that down, like anything that can help your AC, or like bracers of defense or some
And
shit.
Wands
Right.
Wonder, right?
Wands, yeah, any kind of
yeah,
wands.
I don't know that I do a
spend.
wand of wonder.
Well, how bad could it go with a Wand of Wonder?
That
We've seen lots of
that
times.
was pretty awesome. The whole wand of wonder thing. So,
Let's never do that again, shall we?
Hey, next time it's going to be a deck of many things.
Oh dear God.
So, before you all go shopping, let's start with the party sheet. Anything in there you all want?
See what we have. I
There's
think
nothing really there, I don't think, for me.
You don't want the robes?
Robes? No,
I thought you were collecting robes.
no, not collecting robes.
That's Calic who just dropped out.
How about your dagger?
He said that he had there's like
Storms.
weather issues or something. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Didn't one of the mages need the dagger +1? The dagger of venom?
I can't see anybody using it.
yeah, I wouldn't use it. I've got a scimitar I use if I need to do melee.
Not to mention a bunch of magic spells.
Right.
I mean, you could probably cast Flame Scimitar or something like that now. I can. So, well, I don't know if it's on the wizard list and if you have it. But.
So basically, I could buy something that's about 4,000 ish. Let me see.
Okay, so no one wants nothing out of the party sheet, correct?
Yeah, I
think
think they'll
so.
sell it all for a quick buck.
Including no one wants the potion of greater healing?
Well, somebody could probably take that.
Yeah, Poppy
one of the
might need that.
frontliners or something. Yeah.
Well, let me look at. All right, hold on just a second. I was right in the middle of something else, but that's okay. I'm thinking about taking the longbow +1 because I do believe I'm proficient with the longbow. Yes, I am. Should I take that? Free longbow +1.
If you think you'll use it, yeah.
Well, it's just, I mean, if I run out of spells, it's a ranged weapon.
Yeah, but basically, like I think the only time you'd ever use it is if you are firing more than 120 feet, because isn't that your firebolt spell?
Yeah, that's true.
And firebolt
Firebolt, I've always-
deals more
yeah,
damage. It's like
I can't roll.
2d10 now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be better to convert it to money and then spend it on something more useful. So yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
There's a potion of gaseous form. I mean,
Is an
I'll take
ion
that if
stone of-
no one else. Just
I don't need
just it might prove useful at some point. Bracers of defense. Can anyone use that?
Scroll of mage armor, scroll of fireball, scroll of featherfall.
Yeah, scroll of fireballs would probably be good to hang on to at the very least.
How far can you fall in one round in D&D?
I
Until
don't
you hit
know.
the ground, I think.
That might be like math or something, like, well, if his weight is this and he's falling at this, before he hits terminal velocity, he'd be moving at 60 feet per, like, I don't know.
Well, if you jump off a
Yeah.
1,000-foot cliff, surely it's going to take longer than 6 seconds to hit the bottom.
You would think, but as far as I'm aware, and I'm not very aware, it is just like you hit the ground that same round.
$32 feet per second.
Oh, you know what? I could probably get +1 plate mail and upgrade my warhammer.
Basically, you have about 4,000 ish to spend, right?
Yep.
And I'm trying to decide if I want to get a couple of +1s in my defenses.
Okay, so everyone's good with the party sheet where I can sell it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I looked through it. I don't think there's anything else I wanted.
So there's actually a splat calculator online, and it would take 8.24 seconds to fall 1,000 feet.
8 seconds.
Just over, yeah. But everything's in meters, so you got to kind of 333 meters is roughly.
Yeah,
There you
like I could get a couple extra points to AC, which might be worthwhile. Or I could get something like, I don't know.
What are these bracers of defense?
Can't wear any armor, and it's +2 to AC.
Did that sell?
Well, I don't normally wear armor.
Oh, well.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if you're not wearing armor and you put those on, you get +2 to AC.
Yeah.
So with that, like with mage armor, and that's 15, and then your dex bonus of what, +3?
Right. And then if
So
I'm
you'd
doing
be
my
18,
blade song,
and then you
I
put your
add 3
blade
more.
song on, and then you'd be at what, 20, 23?
Yeah, something
You have
like
a
that.
+5. You have a +5 int.
My intelligence is yes, +5.
So then you'd be 23. So then you cast shield, and you're 28.
And log.
Right.
Hmm.
Shield is,
So
but shield is only one round, and
I
it's
wanna
like a
lay-
reaction.
Oh, shield is the best. Is amazing. Don't ever think of not memorizing shield. Trust me. It lasts
Yeah.
for a whole round, but you can use it on a reaction.
Right.
So you don't use it during your turn. You only use it after somebody hits you. So it's your oh shit button.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
it blocks magic missiles, which there was one point where I was like, shit, and it would be nice to have a shield for magic missiles right now. But yeah, like it's all of a sudden somebody hits you, and it's a level 1 spell, right? Like how much mileage are you going to get out of level 1 spells now that we're like level 8? We're getting to the point where level 1 spells, like for attacking, is not a big deal
Right.
unless you're planning on upcasting. But generally, as a wizard, you're going to have spells that are better than upcasted level 1 spells at that level if you're looking for damage. So
Well,
like
yeah,
usually,
I wouldn't. I'd use them more for like charm person,
yeah.
sleep. Well, sleep wouldn't do any good because
Well,
it's
how
too low
much?
level.
Yeah, exactly. Like how much
Okay, final
use is that?
final call on the party sheet.
I think I'm good.
I'm good
But
with the party sheet. I
yeah,
just want to buy some stuff that increases the armor class.
Ah, it has no cost.
I was looking at like a ring of animal influence, which would save me from memorizing a couple of spells. But I mean, really?
I've copied everything out of Asbara Joss's spell book that I can, so I'll put it back in the party sheet. I don't know if it's worth anything, but I don't need to drag it around with
That's
me.
the worst thing about like those rings and stuff. It's like it's DC is like 13. So I'm like, do I really want to spend 4,000 gold on a ring that'll let me do something that I can do at a 17?
Right.
I really
I
wish they
mean,
would have fucking put prices and shit.
I used to all the time because of how first edition worked. Yeah, I think I'm just
I
gonna.
hate that rare. Longsword.
Let's see.
how much cash do I have right now? 30. Oh, 55.74. It turns out that doesn't buy you as much as you'd think.
3. And you know what? Let's just do. Okay, that should give y'all a little bit of cash.
All right. Let's see how much we have. now.
Jesus, yeah.
Would a ring of protection stack with the bracers and everything else?
I'm not sure.
I don't think if they provide the same type, you know, like against piercing, they don't stack. But if one's like,
One's +2 AC and the other's +1 AC.
well, they stack with mage armor.
Consensus
Yeah,
online.
they'll stack with mage armor because
Uh,
mage armor just sets your AC to 13. It's not a plus.
Bonuses always stack unless they're from duplicates.
So it would.
So
they
you
would.
can't have you can't have 2 rings of protection then, basically.
Correct.
Right. So yeah. So I would
So
totally.
I would
And
think
that's
so. Yeah.
Jeremy Crawford.
So a ring of protection is 3,500. What does that add? +1, +2, +12? What does that do for me here?
Ring of protection's like +1.
Yeah.
Okay, so would braces of defense work, or would it not work because the turtle armor counts as armor?
It's not magical, so and not a duplicate, so it should be fine.
But yeah, I'm not sure whether natural armor counts as armor because it is armor.
Oh, with the bracers?
You know what I mean?
I
Because
don't know. I don't think so.
So, what do you think, Wintermute?
Um,
I was leaning towards the idea that it would sort of be mimicking the shell effect almost, but I think there's like a tattoo or something I can get, right?
Let's see. Turtle natural armor and bracers of defense.
It says you're not wearing armor, but you sort of. It's not like you're wearing it, but you are the armor. So,
Natural armor does not count as wearing armor.
okay. Okay, so that's 6,000, right?
Whatever the list says.
Yeah, I think that's bracers of defense 6,000. So I'll just get those, and that'll be all my gold. How do I add that, or do you need to add it?
Looking for that now.
How much would a ring of protection even cost?
There's 3,500 in the sane.
You'll
list.
find it in the party sheet, and WOG you'll have 954 gold left.
Right? Just if there's anything else that's 954 gold.
Well, I'm 1,000 short for a ring of protection, so I guess I'm done.
Well, do you want to have my gold? Yeah, I'm giving him the gold so he can buy it from my stash.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have 954 gold and 26 platinum pieces. Does that get him the?
And it gives me 35. That would give me 3508.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Hey, he's back.
I don't know for how
So,
long, but I'm here.
yeah, so I'm not sure how much left I have after giving it to him, but
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Yeah, when you get a chance, you want to throw a ring of protection into the party sheet, and I'll put that on too.
And I guess one for me as well.
So you're going to, let's see, I can do that quickly. Seriously, there's not a ring of protection. What What do I not have open?
Problem?
Ah, no wonder I can't find shit. I don't have the Dungeon Master's Guide open.
Oof.
Come on, you can do it.
Yay, I finally rejoined.
Okay. And we need 2 Ring of Protections, correct?
Correct.
Signet
Yeah.
ring.
And they are in the party sheet.
They're
And
signet rings. They might need to be identified.
oh, sorry. There you go. And that would have went to 260.
You know, can you put one in there for me too? I think I'll do that as well.
Yep, it's in there.
So do those automatically calculate in once they're equipped?
If they're equipped, yeah. If they have an attunement thing next to them, like it'll be, see that A right next to location on your inventory sheet?
Yeah,
Make sure the dot is, filled in.
yeah, I checked that.
I have my own thing I want to buy, but it can wait.
$11 and 214's 505. We'll make that 506.
Yeah, clicking the attunement thing on mine didn't seem to change anything, so
Try rolling some saves.
Okay, Wog, you got 506 gold left.
Great.
You got a +5 to your saves, Poppy?
yes.
Without the ring?
Yeah.
You may have to make an effect for it, or grab one out of that big mass of books that Wintermute has.
Let's see. I don't see the bracers of defense on my character sheet.
It's because they're in the party sheet. You'll need to drag it over.
Oh, I drag it over. Got it.
Brace it. Oh yeah, Wall can make use of those, can he? He's not technically wearing armor or using shield.
Damn, where were you when we had that discussion?
I was viciously beating my router with a small dog.
Oh.
Anyway, I'd like to buy something too.
What do you want?
Adamantine half plates +1.
I'm not seeing my armor class go up.
Yeah, me neither.
If it works properly, these are a pain in the ass, then like you won't see a jump in the actual stat, but when people make an attack against you, it'll show up. Like, who is that talking?
That's Wog.
And
Okay, Wog, did you see your AC? Let's try again. That shouldn't have hit. Oh god.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Okay, the misses. Like, does it show you anything?
yeah, I'm showing. Well, where the hell's Miss? No, just +2 to the attack. 14 steps AC. Wog is what? Wog is 7. Wow, that's me.